Yo, what's up guys? It's Jordan. I'm back with another video today. What we're doing today is I'm going to give you guys my tips for the best cardio to do to burn fat and burn as many calories as you desire. Alright, so what I'm going to do is give you guys my opinion, just my personal opinion on the things that I know and what has worked for me, and then the things that I have done in the past that I didn't see the best results with. Alright, so let's get into it. So we're going to start with the worst forms of cardio. We'll start with that. Okay, so my opinion, and from what I've researched and other people that I watch and other fitness people, that these are the worst forms of cardio to burn fat. Okay, so the first one is like a stationary bike, and I know some of you are probably like, what, why, how? Well, on a stationary bike, this is you, arms out, and you're just pedaling. Your legs are the only thing that's working, right? So basically you're moving, but you're sitting, and you're not, moving your body, which I will get into when we go into the better forms of cardio, where more parts of your body are moving. But like I said, cycling, stationary bike, just sitting, or the ones where you sit and you lean back and you just pedal. Example, I saw this guy at the gym the other day, and he was just sitting there, leaning back on his phone, right? And now he probably thinks he's burning a lot of calories, and the machine's telling him, but you're really not, because it all has to do with your METs and how hard you're going and intensity. Okay, so that's going to be number one, stationary bike or any kind of bike like that. The only way it's kind of good is if you up the, not incline, but resistance on it. And then, you work hard on a stationary bike and you up the resistance. That's the way that you can maximize the significance out of that if you enjoy bike riding that much, okay? Now the second one, treadmill. But treadmill's also good, I'm going to tell you guys. Treadmill, most people just walk. They're just walking, right? But to maximize the treadmill and get really good benefits out of it, raise that incline all the way up. Most treadmills go to like a 15% incline rate. Some go to 30, but that's rare. But most, normal treadmills will go to 15%. So if you raise that up and then you walk at a steady pace of 3 miles per hour or even 3.5, in between 3 and 4, or faster if you can do that, but on a high incline like that, it's pretty hard. So incline with 3% or with 3 miles per hour, between 3 and 4, and just a nice steady pace, right? But another mistake that people, make, they're holding on for dear life and they're walking up the hill. They're holding on to the treadmill. I see like 90% of people do that, okay? And that just defeats the whole purpose. Yeah, you could be sweating and working, but no, because you're holding yourself up and basically pulling yourself up the hill instead of walking. And see how both my arms are moving, and you're walking up the hill like that. Your more body parts are moving, and you're pulling your body weight up the hill. So that I do treadmill sometimes, and that is how I do it. I raise that incline and I go. Yes, sometimes you have to hold on just to pull yourself back up and reset, but that's it. I never just hold it and grasp it like 90% of people. Okay? Third one is rowing. Rowing's really good, but no one can maintain it for, a half hour, an hour, which is what you want to do for cardio, because that's optimal cardio. Why? Because it's a lot of pressure on your lower back. And over time, you're rowing and going like this, your lower back's just getting worked on. So it's good, but not for, optimal time and calorie results. So that's third one. Fourth one is stepping. Now stepping's great, but like I said with the treadmill, 90% of people hang on to the side and go like this. And they walk up and they're holding on to the side of the stepper, which you don't want to do. You want to be hands-free and just stepping up, moving your body parts to burn the most calories. okay? Because then people, go on their Instagram and they go like, oh, look at me. I burned, 1,000 calories on the stepper. No, you didn't. No, not when you're holding on the side of the stepper like that, or if you're on the treadmill and you're holding, like I said. Okay, that just defeats the whole purpose of it. All right, so that was number 4. Now, number 5, cardio, which I do, and which is my personal favorite, is elliptical. Why? Chest, back, and legs all going at the same time, right? And you can't go on your phone on an elliptical. You can actually, yeah, but then you're not moving those arms and using your back muscles in your chest, right? So elliptical is great. I have fallen in love with the elliptical, and I hate doing cardio. There are some days I don't want to do it, but I do because the elliptical is the best one, in my opinion, and I've seen the best results with it, okay? So I started at level 5 on it, and every time I did it, I just kept going up the levels, and I'm at level 17 now, all right? And then tomorrow, I'm going to start level 18. And once I got up to the higher levels, from 15 on, I would do 2 sessions of cardio, and then I would go up to a new level. So one day I do 15, and then I do 15 again. Next time I do cardio, go up to 16, and then do 16 2 times, in 2 days, and go up, just keep going up. So tomorrow will be my first day on level 18, which is like walking through mud, or running through mud. Okay, so, but your muscles start to get used to it, and which will burn more calories though, because your muscles are pushing harder, right? And you're working harder, okay? So those, we're gonna do it in order now from best to worst. So elliptical, treadmill, stepper, rowing, and cycling. But with cycling, 5th worst one, the worst one of all, biking outside is so different, okay? Because you're biking and you're trying to balance, right? At all times. So you're actually using, shoulders and arms. And when you stand up, you're using your glutes. Like when you bike up a hill and you're using your glutes and you stand up, and you're going like that kind of when you're biking up the hill. That's good. So biking outside is always good. All right, so don't get that mixed up. Biking outside is good if you, in the summertime, or if you live somewhere warm where it's year-round and that's your cardio, go ahead and do that, okay? Now, last thing I want to get into is HIIT cardio and steady state, like what one's better. So there's a difference between HIIT and interval training. Interval training is like you go hard for 30 seconds and then you rest for a minute. And then people are like, oh, I do HIIT training. No, you don't. No. And that's interval training. HIIT cardio is you go as hard as you possibly can for 30 seconds to where you have to rest for 3 to 5 minutes after, before you start the next round. That's how hard you have to go with HIIT training. Now, you guys who aren't athletes or training for a sport or anything, you don't need to do HIIT or interval training even. You don't need to do any of them. Just do steady state. If your goal is just to burn fat and burn calories, just do steady state, because that's all you need to do. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That was just a quick one on my opinions on the best form of cardio, and giving you guys some information on HIIT versus steady state and which one can work for you. So if you guys did enjoy, like the video and subscribe, as it helps me out a ton. And also look in the description below for information on services such as personal training, meal plans, and workout plans. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.